All right, welcome back into the show. This segment brought to you by Safety Systems, East Tennessee's #1 source for security and entertainment needs. Whether you need a security system for your home or your office, your business, a fire safety system for your business, or sometimes if you have one of those in your business, every year you're supposed to get it tested and checked. Safety Systems does that as well. If you need home automation, if you need home entertainment theater system, call J.J. Surlis. VFL J.J. Surlis and Safety Systems can handle anything you throw at them. They do great work. They've been doing it for more than 20 years. I've been using them for almost that long. SafetySystems.com. Find out more by checking out that website today. All right, gentlemen, normally we focus on the revenue sports, as I mentioned in that last tease, but I'm going to throw in baseball here as well because that's what everybody's talking about right now. Football, men's basketball, or baseball, and let's be honest, football has to start at number 3 here. If you want to, can we just, all right, the question is, which Tennessee sport's going to be in the best shape over the next 5 years? Do we even want to consider football here because of everything he's narrated?
No, I'm going to rank football 3rd.
Okay. All right. So everybody agrees football's 3rd. Let's take that out.
Right.
Men's basketball and baseball. Which program is in the better shape over the next 5 years? Chuck Ellis.
Oh, you think it would be basketball, correct? I mean, you've got the experienced future Hall of Famer coach. You've got his contacts, and you've got now his recruiting track record.
You mean the guy in the rocking chair?
That's what they were saying about him earlier.
I got a tweet earlier when we put this tease out that said, well, clearly baseball's better.
Yeah, well, no.
So you say basketball.
I say basketball, and I'll give you one more reason. Facility. Thompson Bowling Arena for a basketball game when it's full capacity, how many better college arenas can you think of than what you're playing in there, and how tough is Tennessee to beat? So, baseball is on the rise, but basketball is already at a level, and you hope from a revenue standpoint that it is in the best shape over the next 5 years.
Yeah, we're talking roster, current recruiting, brand, coach, competition in the SEC, which I think is tougher in baseball than it is in basketball.
Well, Vanderbilt's a national champion in baseball.
If there's anything that competes with the SEC's football power, it's the SEC's baseball power. And while basketball has gotten better, it's not to that level yet.
So competitively, the depth of baseball is better.
I would agree with Chuck. I'm going to go with basketball over the next 5 years is in better shape because we have a better idea of what Rick Barnes has done as opposed to we think we can project what Tony Vitello is going to do, but it's still a projection. So I'm basketball, he's basketball. Jimmy Himes.
I'm basketball as well, and as much as I'm impressed with what Tony Vitello has done, there's always that element of baseball recruiting that concerns me. You can go out and sign 5 or 6 tremendous players, and if they get drafted high enough, they're gone. Yeah. So your class can go from 3 or 4 in the country to 13th or 14th or 20th. That element concerns. Now, in basketball, you're typically not going to lose them. Oh, maybe somebody to G League, but typically not. So you may only have 1 year, but at least you're going to get them.
That helps college baseball. That major leagues are going to fewer rounds in the draft, and there's 1/3 of the minor league teams have shut down. So college baseball has a chance to fill that void. Their biggest problem is only 11.7 scholarships.
Yeah, but if you're talking about guys who could really come in and help your program, those are the guys that are going to go in those first few rounds of baseball. So I mean, you may lose some guys later, but I think those guys would be more tempted to stay and play college baseball. If you're talking about, you sign the number 5 prospect in America, and he gets drafted in the first round, there's a good chance he's going to play for the Reds or the Tigers or whoever. So, I agree with. I agreed with you first, but Jimmy made the good point there. Were you finished?
Yes.
You're finished?
I wouldn't interrupt.
You did. You always interrupt him, which is fine. Don't interrupt me. Josh, where are you? We're all saying basketball's in better shape over the next 5 years. Do we have a baseball guy?
You guys are close. Basketball's second. So
you are going baseball.
I will go baseball. Here's the reason. I think both are in terrific shape moving forward. And I think basketball would be my argument in the present because the facilities are in place and you have everything you need. But actually, if I'm projecting over the next 5 years, surely these projects they're going to put in place, but in 5 years we're not still talking about them. So you actually have
once again,
Tennessee.
It is Tennessee.
Well, go ahead.
Sure.
How long has that Neyland project been kicked around? There's like 5 athletic directors have had a hand in this thing.
Right. What I will say is that Tennessee baseball has room to grow with what it has to offer to bring prospects to campus. Basketball competition, I think, is improving. So it actually becomes a little bit tougher. It's already in place, so you know what you're about to face in baseball as Tony Vitello's coach. Also, If you look at what baseball and basketball have done historically, we talk about Final Fours. I don't know if would you compare the Final Four in College World Series, or if you just want to do 8 to 8, you can do the Elite Eight. Tennessee's been to the Elite Eight once. Baseball has been to the College World Series now 5 times. So Tennessee has shown that it can produce the results in baseball that in basketball we're still talking about. If it's a Final Four, first time ever. Elite Eight, they've only done it once.
It's an impressive answer. You had a lot of good reasoning behind it. It's a shame you're wrong.
I knew that was coming.
No, that was good. You almost had me wavering.
You usually do that to me.
I almost got a waiver.
Yeah.
That was I was initially. Well, I wasn't just reaching out to touch you earlier. I was going to say, now, is it your real answer, or are you just trying to make this interesting as a topic here? But that sounded like a real answer
Yeah,
to me.
I mean that.
But it's still wrong.
Still wrong. No, that's very good. I think you made a point. It'd be interesting to see what the response is from the folks at home when they send in their daily, after the show, ugly emails to me.
But it's going to be a push when it comes to expectations. So they're both going to go up together.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. This may be a different answer in the next. Chuck, thank you for being here today. I appreciate it. We're going to put Bob in there for this last segment. We'll see if we get a different answer, a different set of answers, because the next question is, of those 3 sports, okay, football's out. Of those 2 sports,
Let's talk football.
which is closer to a national championship? Maybe you think Heupel's going to turn this thing around and get them in the 12-team playoff coming.
Hey.
Maybe that gets them closer. Which program is closer to a national title? And when you consider the sports and how different they are, that may be different. That may provide a different answer than what we're just saying in terms of which program is stronger, which has the best path to a title. That's next. Come on back on the Sports Horse. I promise we'll discuss that because there's nothing else I could jump ahead to. So that's it. Come on back.